Hello children, welcome back to geography class. In our previous video, we have discussed regarding the overpopulation and underpopulation and their impacts. Okay, so in today's class, we'll be discussing regarding the factors affecting population of a region. The first one is physical factors. The physical factors include topography, climatic conditions, natural vegetations, types of soils, availability of water and mineral resources. Let's see one by one. First one is topography. The flat, level lands of plains are favorable for human habitation. So thus these flat and level lands or the plains are densely populated. On the other hand, plateaus have comparatively less population because of their rough terrain. The rugged relief and accessibility of the mountains make them sparsely populated. Sparsely means less populated. Okay, so the place where the human habitation is densely populated is the flatlands or the plains. Okay, the next is climatic conditions. People always prefer to live in regions of moderate climate, okay, and adequate rainfall. So the places with extreme climatic conditions like the polar regions where it will be too cold, and the deserts, okay, where it will be too hot and dry, support very little population. Okay, so we can't see there the people living. Okay, so human habitation will be less in the places like polar region and in the places like desert regions. Okay, so the place where we get a moderate climatic conditions, so the human habitations are more or densely populated. Okay, the third one is natural vegetation. Natural vegetation means it's forest land. Dense forests like those of the Amazon and Gango basins are inaccessible and are therefore largely uninhabited. Okay, so we see less population uh, surrounding the regions of natural vegetation because it is dense forest. So people may not live in those type of land or the vegetations. Okay, so natural vegetation means it's a forest land and we see very less population living in the forest. The next one is type of soil. The regions with fertile soil are best suited for agriculture, and therefore the river valleys have always been densely populated. For example, we have the river valley of Ganga and Brahmaputra in India, and Huanghe in China, and Nile River Valley in Egypt. Okay, so in these river valleys we see more population. Okay, so it is in the river valleys or on the bank of the rivers that the civilization has taken place. Okay, so the type of soil also is one of the important factor for the population. The next point is availability of water resources. Most settlements grow up near sources of fresh water like rivers and lakes. Therefore, the Great Lakes regions in the USA and river valleys like those of the Ganga, the Mekong and the Rhine are densely populated. So, water resource is one of the important factor for the human population. The next factor is mineral resources. The availability of rich mineral resources attract the people to settle there. For example, the gold mines of Kalgoorlie and Coolgardie in Western Australia and the oil fields in the Middle East are good examples of concentration of human settlements even in dry desert areas. Okay, so the oil field in the Middle East are in the desert. Okay, but still we see the human population in those lands. The next factor is economic and social factors. So under which the economic and social factors includes industries, transport facilities, urbanization, and government policies. Okay, the first one is industries. Development of industries in a region provides employment opportunities and hence attracts large number of people to settle there. Okay, for example, we have the industries in big cities like Mumbai, Chennai, and Bangalore, where these cities are highly populated, so the people move from the villages to the cities. Okay, the next point is transport facilities. Regions such as plains and coastal areas that have very good transport network are densely populated. If there is a good transport facilities will help for the marketing purpose. Okay, and transfer of goods from one place to another place. Okay, so that also is one of the important factor for the population growth. The next point is urbanization. People from villages migrate to cities in search of jobs, better educational and medical facilities, and higher standard of living as well. Okay, so thus big cities and towns have high density of population. Okay, so you can take the example, if ever we want to pursue the good education, so we have to come for the cities, isn't it? So in the villages we don't have any facility of such. So since the people move hoping for a better job, a better education, a better standard of living, will be moving to the cities, and these cities will be having the high population. Okay, the next point is government policies. Sometimes government policies or political situations cause people to migrate from one place to another and thus influence the population of a place. We'll stop here, go through the video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.